Alright, so you're welcome once again to Social Studies class. It's your teacher, Sir Maxwell. Alright, we have been treating citizenship and human rights abuse. The last time I gave an assignment, I told you to differentiate between rights and responsibilities, and I saw some people actually doing this for me. Please, that's not what I was expecting you to do. Just give me a general difference between rights and responsibilities. So if you did the wrong thing, I want you to redo it again and send it to me. Alright, so this lesson has to do with we want to look at some rights and their corresponding responsibilities. Some rights and their corresponding responsibilities, which means that there are some rights that as you enjoy those privileges or enjoy those rights, there's an attachment as far as responsibility is concerned for you to do. You get it? Good. So let's look at them. The first one says that every person has the right to his personal liberty. Every person has the right to his personal liberty, which means everybody has the right to his personal freedom. You are free to do it. You are not a slave to anybody. So if you are enjoying this particular right, you should also know that you have a particular responsibility or a particular duty to perform, which means that every person has the responsibility to respect the right of others. So if you are enjoying freedom here as your right, you also have the duty to make sure you respect the right of others. So that's the first one. Second one, no person shall be killed intentionally unless by due process of the law. No person shall be killed intentionally. You can never be killed intentionally unless you've done something wrong and it has been judged or it has been declared that you should be killed by the law. So if you are enjoying this kind of right that you cannot be killed, you can walk around freely, it means that you also have the responsibility to defend the 1992 Constitution. How do you defend the 1992 Constitution? You defend it by making sure that we obey it. This is because if you are enjoying this right, it's by the doing of the Constitution. You are enjoying your right not to be killed, or you enjoy the right to move around. Nobody can torture you because that right is written in the Constitution. Therefore, you have the responsibility of defending or protecting the image of the Constitution. Let's go to the third one. A person shall have the right to work under satisfactory, safe, and healthy conditions and shall receive equal pay for equal work. So you have the right to work in a very nice place, make sure that you are being paid well. As far as your hours of work is concerned, you also have the right to have a nice, conducive place to work. So if you are enjoying this, you also have the responsibility or the duty or the obligation to pay taxes to the state. So everybody who is working is responsible to pay taxes to the state. So as you are working, you deserve to be paid. You deserve to work in a very nice place. But in the same way, you also have the duty to make sure that you pay your taxes periodically to the government or to the state. Now, the fourth one. A person charged with a criminal offense shall be given a fair trial and fair hearing by a properly constituted court of law. A person charged with a criminal offense shall be given a fair trial and a fair hearing by a properly constituted court of law. So, if you are caught as a criminal, unless they say they have done something wrong, you have the right to get a lawyer. You have the right to have a fair hearing in a proper or in a well-constituted court because it's citizen of Ghana. So if you have this right to enjoy, you also have a responsibility to play. Everybody has the responsibility to help the judiciary in the administration of justice. Everybody has the responsibility to help the judiciary in the administration of justice. So the same way, as you are enjoying this right, you can get a lawyer, you have to enjoy a free and fair trial. You also have the responsibility to make sure that you help the judiciary when administration justice. So let's say maybe you are witness to an incident somewhere, and you don't hold that information back. You can tell the judiciary or make yourself available so that evidence, so that you can be an evidence to that particular case. In that way, you are helping in the judiciary process. You are helping in the judiciary process. So that's it. The last one, a person who is of a sound mind, who is 18 years and above, has the right to contest for an election to be voted. A person who is of a sound mind, who is 18 years and above, has the right to contest for an election to be voted. So if you are 18 years and above, and then let's say you can be what do you call it, an assemblyman, you can be anything if you only qualify per the standards or per the criteria qualify. If you have a sound mind, you can stand for that position or to be voted for. In the same vein, a person who is of a sound mind, who is 18 years and above, has the responsibility to vote, to elect leaders during election. So just as you have the right to stand for a position, for the criteria, you can stand for the position. The same way, you also have a duty, an obligation, or the responsibility to make sure that you vote during election. That's if you are 8 years and above. So these are some rights and their corresponding responsibilities. I want to go through them again. So right, responsibility. So every person has the right to his personal liberty. Every person has the responsibility to respect the rights of others. 2, no person shall be killed intentionally unless by due process of the law. Everybody has the responsibility to defend the 1992 Constitution. A person shall have the right to work under satisfactory, safe, and healthy conditions and shall receive equal pay for equal work. That is the other side. Everybody who is working is responsible to pay taxes to the state. The 4th one, a person charged with a criminal offense shall be given a fair trial and fair hearing by a properly constituted court of law. Everybody who has the responsibility to help the judiciary in the administration of justice should help the administration of justice, yes. The last one, a person who is of a sound mind, who is 18 years and above, has the right to contest for an election to be voted. And a person who is of a sound mind and who is 18 years and above has the responsibility to vote to elect leaders during election. Now, for your assignment, you are going to give me 4 rights and their corresponding responsibilities. 4 rights and their corresponding responsibilities. Thank you and see you.